16, 17, 18, solving a radical equation. And so now we're getting into simplifying things with square roots. It'll be later cubed roots or fraction exponents. And then we want to isolate that term first and then do the opposite of what we want to get rid of. In this case, we want to get rid of the square root. So we're going to do the opposite of the square root, which is squaring. So first thing we want to do is get this by itself. So I'm going to add my 2 and move that over. So 3 is equal to the square root of 5b minus 16. Now I can get rid of the square root since it's by itself by squaring both sides. 3 squared is 9. When we square a square root, it cancels out, so we get 5b minus 16. So we're going to add our 16 to move that over to the other side. So 9 plus 16 is 25. So 25 equals 5b. And when we divide by 5, then b equals 5. Now you do get what's called extraneous solutions, so you always want to check your answers. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 minus 16 is 9. The square root of 9 is 3, and 3 minus 2 is 1. So this one does check out. It is okay. But you always want to make sure you go back and check, because sometimes what happens is you end up squaring a negative, and then the answer will not check. It's called an extraneous solution. So if I do the next one, I'm going to subtract my 4. I get the square root of 2w minus 11 equals negative 1. Here's one where I'm going to get my extraneous solution. I'm going to go ahead and finish solving. Squaring both sides, 2w minus 11 equals a negative 1 squared, which is a positive 1. So I'm going to add my 11, 2w equals 12, and divide by 2, w equals 6. But when I go back and check this one, 2 times 6 is 12. 12 minus 11 is 1. The square root of 1 is still 1, and 1 plus 4 is 5, not 3. So this answer is not going to check. You're going to get no solution. And that's going to happen a lot of times when you square that negative, because a square root can't equal a negative number anyway. Number 18. So number 18, on this one, the square root is already by itself, so we just have to square both sides. 6 squared is 36 equals 9 minus 3y then. I'm going to subtract my 9. So 36 minus 9 would be 27. 27 equals negative 3y. And divide by negative 3, so y equals negative 9. So negative 3 times negative 9 would be 27. 27 plus 9 is 36, and the square root of 36 is 6. That answer is okay and checks out. But also make sure you go back and check your answers whenever you're working with radicals.